Alright, so welcome everyone to the Crispy Gamers pre-show. So to go ahead and lay the groundwork a little, my co-host is currently in the bathroom because apparently Freewords, it's like Taco Bell, but on crack, and also Chipotle, so that's how it do be. But either which way, he will be back and then we'll go ahead and get this stuff started. We do have a pretty interesting show planned out today. We have Funko Pops. We have Gamer Sand. We're going to be trying Gamer Sand today. And we're also going to be doing the weekly golf date, where I make sure to update Troy on all the things important going on in Garfield Eats with Nathan Massery, and just how engaging it all is. And remember that if you enjoy this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know the spiel, you know the nonsense. And here we have the tall gamer. Hello, I was doing... What? Is
the child
this...
just like appeared like 5 times, just outside and back and forth. It's not... Didn't say anything, he was just there.
Yeah, he just kind of is summoned. What? What are you questioning?
I wonder what this like is. What reference? what fandom is this?
I mean, are you drinking grotto for gay and trans rights? Life really is just a big corn maze.
Not my problem. Not my problem.
And you're... I was just doing the pre-show, setting everything down. But okay, so... I also have Audacity up just in case OBS's audio recording dies. A horrific death.
As it does.
Yes.
It does.
So, I guess...
Do you have like a keyboard over here?
Oh, it's called Shuffle with a trackball mouse.
Oh, trackball mouse.
I mean, you really aren't doing it unless you have a ball.
Yeah. I'm going to recommend you fill this thing up because it is your kitchen.
Alright, so 16 ounces?
Yeah, there's a line.
Alright.
It's the top line.
And I guess I already somewhat entertained for the pre-show. You go ahead and begin.
Is this recording?
Yes.
Or is this
is
oh,
the pre-show.
Incredible. I'm gonna steal the mic. I am a stranger in a foreign land. I don't have any of the actual interesting things there. Like, damn, I'm really sitting here and protect. I'm gonna put the or something.
Okay, so, now it's updating. Oh, now it's good. So, just in case we have to dub that over and post real quick, Gamer's Sand is pain. It's exceedingly chalky, and oddly accurate to the actual sweetest fish flavor. So, we're gonna go...
What we should do is we should actually take that sound, remove all of the actual like video from this section, and overlay it into this section of us suffering on camera.
Okay, just as a cliff notes, if we do end up doing that, the audio died out while still drinking the gummy fish. This is just how it is.
I didn't drink that one as far back, so it just stuck like into my teeth. Ugh.
Just like collected. But okay. We're gonna go ahead and start off.
I swear, every time I drink another cup of this, I find new ways to be tortured.
And yet you claim you're going to drink this on a fairly weekly basis on your
No,
Saturday
my
stream.
plan is to give a different option. That way, there's at least the chance that my chat doesn't fucking torture me. They will, and I will hate them. But there's the chance.
There's the option. But okay, let's go ahead and get into our first segment. Funko Popped. So. You want to explain to me various things about these Funko Pops, and I want to explain to you about the man who spends $500 a month on Funko Pops. So, what do you want to start off with?
So I think the essence of what Funko Pop creates and exists is Dory Funko Pop.
So we're gonna throw up a picture over here of Dory, and
So you're gonna get ready for this image.
Okay.
How do you think they show Dory as a pop? Like,
okay.
what do you?
So I'm imagining Dory as a Funko Pop. of course, you can't do like a normal size Funko Pop. So I'm thinking they did like almost like a brick with like the fins and stuff, and an eye on each side. I'm thinking of that.
What if I told you it's a router? They made this.
So, what I'm looking at is, I'd like you to imagine a Pillsbury biscuit with blue dye in it. Someone crammed a Cool Ranch Dorito in its ass, and then stuck 2 Sonic ice cream eyes onto the front. And that is what I'm looking at right now. And does the little fin articulate?
Nothing articulates on any pop figures.
Pop figures, their heads do.
If they're bobbleheads.
Edward doesn't.
What?
Edward Kenway, a Black Flag fan.
It's like a 50-50, if I'm being honest. I also just store all of my pops in box at this point. Because first I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be on the shelf. Why did I buy them? Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, yeah, we have.
But now I'm just like, there's physically no way to put all of these on a shelf. I have to keep all these boxes, but I can't. I'm just going to put them in the box. It makes everything easier. Get to the middle step.
We've got Seto Kaiba up there. We've got Lil Stan Lee.
But now, another abomination to witness is Cars Funko Pop.
Okay. So, again, I'm imagining like Lightning McQueen, just itself, chipified down a little, simplified detail, and then instead of having the eyes that are fancy, just the 2 black Funko dots.
No, Lightning McQueen's actually kind of nice. Like, it's not... This is perfectly fine.
Honestly, it's not an awful Funko.
What I want to show you is Doc Hudson.
Doc Hudson. My man's Doc Hudson. What do they do to him?
You know that distinctive front grill with everything on it?
Yeah, like his beard grill almost.
He's a carbine.
So have y'all ever seen those memes of those like 1950 radio shows with like the logo that's like that big archway? It's that but for a face. That's his fucking face. And then okay, they got some of the other smaller details right, but I can't stop looking at it.
They just smushed them.
It's like, the thing is that for Lightning McQueen, they had like the whole thing. With Doc, it was like, call.
Don't you ever friggin' like terrifying Cars pop figures? They're like, they released this.
It's a chase figure, what do you expect?
It's
a fully gold bronze-ish Lightning McQueen. What do you expect from Funko?
This looks like a piece. This looks like unmelted queso.
Look up worst Funko Pop chase figures. They will do the bottom tier bad for chase figures, like just because they can.
Is it just me or does this Mater look like it's just?
I mean, yeah, Teal Mater from the amazing Mater's Tall Tale shorts that classically ran on the Disney Channel.
Let's see what Funko Pop
do
chase
you not
figures
like
are.
Evil Knievel Mater?
Did they?
La Casa de Papel Tokyo. So what I'm looking at is what's supposed to be a woman has like one of those the Purge masks, but the mustache is like a little too detailed.
The mustache connects to the eyes, and that doesn't.
My problem with that is it isn't really the mustache even. It's the eyes themselves. The fact that they went for the actual white around and the black pupils. They didn't do the classic Funko eyes. They did realistic eyes, which in Funko land is terrifying. And now I'm looking at Hades.
This is just a tiki torch. This is a tiki torch.
Which honestly, it really is just
It's a tiki
torch. Yeah.
That's what this is. That's all this is. What's some really shitty ones that we can find?
It looks like one of those little ceramic tiki torches you would get back when Loot Crate wasn't dead. Like, I know they put out a Ninja Turtle set, and I think a couple other ones.
Because the inoffensive pops aren't nearly as interesting, you know? Just the, like, basic Bish ones.
Yeah, because, like, up there I have a Seto Kaiba, a Stan Lee, Weeping Angel, and a couple others. And it's like, they all fairly accurate, cheap depictions of characters, which we might as well go into this a little bit. When do you buy Funko Pops? When do you deem it necessary for a Funko Pop?
I buy Funko Pops when I, like, really, really like the character and want, like, a figure of them, which has happened, like, twice in total. And I think it's happened a total of 3 times, and that has been Zavala. It was like, they really made a figure of friggin' Zavala. They did this. Blue man that stands in a tower, they made him as a figure. We're getting it. We're grabbing it, boys.
Guardian.
Tron, because my fucking username is half of that. It felt required.
Is it Blue or Red Tron?
It's the character Tron.
Is it Blue or Red Tron? Technically, they're the same person if you watch Tron Revolution. If you watch the sequel to Tron, that everyone panned because apparently Daft Punk was in it.
But no. No. Cease. We only accept Blue Tron. Colors other than blue are illegal. It's segregation, but they're not races, they're programs, so it's okay.
Are you telling me you're against the Reds, Troy? Are you telling us, live on air on the first episode of the Crispy Gamers podcast, you're against the Reds?
I would prefer death to communism. And then the third character, they have a pop for, like, the Batman from the 60s TV show.
Adam West.
Fuck, man, Adam West is the best, man.
I mean, I guess.
Fucking the Batman dance.
Shark Repellent.
Shark Repellent wasn't even the dumbest shit. They were dead ass on this show. They were like, here is a riddle. What sits in a tree and is extremely dangerous? Robin, like, turn up, like, I've got it. What, Robin? A woodpecker with a machine gun. And the response about any hint of sarcasm or self-awareness is just, precisely, Robin.
Well,
they just...
I think the best bit, still to this day, is Joker who doesn't shave his mustache. The man who cared so little.
Cesar Romero.
Honestly, mad lad before his time.
The real place to figure out what pop figures just shouldn't have been made is to open Amazon and sort price from low to high on these things.
Yeah. Because, to give my response...
Go, be free.
I normally pick up pop figures whenever it's a character or franchise that normally doesn't get a whole lot of representation in regards to actual, like, product, or that's really expensive. Like, for example, I've got Seto Kaiba up there. The only real Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures that have been made are, like, the ones when the show first came out, which are garbage, and the ones recently, with the new movie that came out, and those are mainly Japanese action figures that went for $70-$90 a pop. So, $20 Seto Kaiba. It works. Same thing for things like Evangelion. You're gonna have to shell out about $100 on a nice Oscar array. Or, you could buy a Funko Pop.
Because the ones I like to buy are the ones that end up getting, like, just piled up in clearance sections, and they're really common, like, IPs and pieces of fiction, but they're just completely forgotten characters. Like, I think the epitome of how I collect Funko Pops is Sulu from Star Trek, from the, like, Star Trek Beyond line that I got for, like, $3.
Why you gotta do my man Sulu like that?
Honestly, Sulu's a cool character, but, like, no one wants to buy a Sulu figure. No one's gonna choose to buy Sulu first.
No one.
I mean, I did now that I've said that, so I've just proven myself wrong, but...
okay. Do you have any more cursed pops to show me?
Not cursed pops, but if you start going down here... One, this is just wrong. This just isn't in order.
We've got Icons, Auto Pops,
Alexander, the Grape. No one's gonna buy this.
Because
We have the Fortnite Pops. The Fortnite Pops are very, very cheap on Amazon.
Can you
They
believe
really
no one bought this?
They really expected, like, the children. They will buy the collectibles you have to maintain, obviously, consistently.
I mean, that's all I see in Target. It's like an entire, like, shelf. It's just nothing but Fortnite, like, 3-inch action figures.
Can I just say the gummy fish dust has settled into the back of the throat at this point?
I still taste it. It's still there. But, and, like, those little tiny crates. And, like, okay, more weird collectibles.
It's the whole gum line just got gummy fish. Shit.
But, so, like, they're doing Bendy and the Ink Machine action figures now. Things like Baldi's Basics action figures. Do you want a little Baldi with a ruler? Do you want an Alice
There's a difference
Angel?
between, like, a Funko Pop and an action figure.
Well, here's the thing. They are either made by McFarlane or Funko. Those are the only two companies that are dealing with this kind of stuff. So,
Because the thing is, McFarlane, I don't know much about the company, but I assume they specialize in the, look, it's this character with a prop. Toss it at the other thing. It's gonna break in 3 weeks, but you don't care.
So basically, what McFarlane does is they make statues they pretend are action figures. So what? When you buy, so like for example, I had bought a Todd McFarlane Doom Guy. If you notice, Doom Guy's not displayed. Let me tell you why Doom Guy's not displayed. So you pick this man's up, and he's like $20. Picked him up at Walgreens. It was a limited edition.
Can I take a stop to establish the meaning of he is not displayed? Let me just run you through. There is a Cade, and this is like one of the like comic shop $200 Cades behind that monitor. Like that makes sense. If we clear down here, he has a glass case. There was so many things I'm not even gonna name on any of them. They're just making lines in there. He's got an untold number of Gundams over here. By that I mean more than 5. As we go down here, he has at least 6 pops just stacked from the top shelf to his ceiling. I'm not even sure why. They're not very well. They're just there. Got the Lego, like, fucking Jack Sparrow ship. Who gives a shit about the Pirates of the Caribbean?
The Black Pole.
Got a Ghost up there. That's a Dalek. Couple of... There's stuff. And then you have the, like, just line of Lego anything. Just, it's all in one shelf. It's compacted.
Let me explain. This is... I have nearly the entire series of Destiny Mega Blocks. And what I've done is I have posed them in the equivalent of like almost a fight scene. And so you have like the fallen Walker right next to Atheon, and you've got Shax about to do an underswing with Ray's lighter onto a fallen captain. You've got Saint 14 up there with Gjallarhorn.
He has 4 Lego Minecraft sets. None of them are open. They're just the boxes.
Okay. Wait. So, let me explain. So, Lego Minecraft, before it became a main series, was initially a Lego Kuso project, which was Lego ideas before it went mainstream. And so what they did was they were able to get enough together to make the first real Kuso project. The first one is the Back to the Future DeLorean, which is currently hiding behind Spider-Gwen. And then there's the Lego Minecraft, which they were eventually able to get together. And this set sold well enough to where it spawned off a couple sequels. They did the Nether, they did the Village, and they did the End. Because, of course, Minecraft was still popping back then. And I collected the 4 of these, and from what I understand, they've never really done a re-release or anything even close to these little micro-scale sets.
Yeah, because the micro-scale sets, they're mostly, like, aimed at adults. Because the most successful micro-scales are, like, the architecture ones.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, hey, y'all, pay $70 to get a Lego, like, tower.
Lego Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Lego Taj Mahal.
If you wanted to buy these bricks individually, it would be a quarter of the price. Not even. But y'all are all too lazy to do that. Because you're just adults in a Target.
What they do is they normally mix in about a dozen or so exclusive bricks to the given set. Like, for example, the Disney Castle has a lot of those. Where it's like exclusive prints for like the Beauty and the Beast rose and things of that nature. In order to make sure that even if you do go on Bricklink or something and individually buy these bricks, you're still going to have to shell out a pretty penny. But yes, go ahead and continue down the line. I've also got the Ecto one.
We got Gundam Shelf Part 2.
We also have an entire collection of Mega Bloks figures, a statue of Ezio.
Anything that I don't recognize or bother to look at is now a Gundam, just for y'all's information. We have books down here, fucking nerd.
Books, and 2 things of Munchkin, and a thing of Yu-Gi-Oh!, and games.
There are multiple Assassin's Creed figures, and there's a few bears, too.
They're nice little ceramic bears.
Bottom shelf is, I think that's just Optimus Prime.
Some photos.
There's a lot of photos, yeah. I think that's, y'all have it covered. So speaking of which, Doomguy is not displayed. There's that much displayed, and Doomguy is not one of them.
Do you want to talk about the second shelf?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we've made our point. I don't think we need...
No, I thought if you're gonna go off completely. Like, if you're gonna just gaslight me, okay, fine. just go.
Concision.
But, okay. So, Doom Guy. Vaughn's little Doom Guy from Walgreens. So, when you initially open up a McFarlane action figure, also, in addition, I have previously bought a McFarlane Zavala. Zavala is not displayed. This is going to be the same issue. So, McFarlane action figures, of course, have standard action figure articulation. Nothing really fancy like a Figma or anything. But, standard arm, elbow, head, articulation, the standard. You attempt to move one of these appendages without heating them to the surface of the sun with a hairdryer, it's going to snap immediately. They are so tight in there because I swear they put the figures together and then paint them. And so the paint just ends up like seeping in and making it absurdly tight. And so with Doom Guy, first his arm broke, then his leg broke, then after I attempted to superglue them in, his fingers broke attempting to hold the super shotgun, which honestly in a Doom Guy isn't something you really want. And Zavala, his head just kind of... So I get him out of the box.
You didn't even need a complicated pose. You wanted to turn his neck a little bit and just...
So I was planning on doing the Guardian pose, or the pose that Zavala just does now. Well, there's a little ball joint that connects Zavala's head to the rest of his body. There's a little peg. The peg disappeared into Gamel's hand. It just disintegrated the moment I touched it. And also, same thing. Another McFarlane figure I picked up, and it's not displayed. Locke from Halo 5. I picked Locke up for about $3 at GameStop, and it was the one with his helmet off. The head just wouldn't go on. The hole for his head was too big for his neck.
Now, you ready for the next one in line for cheapest one?
Okay, what's the next cheapest pop?
Funko Pop Games. Summoner's War. Valkyrie collectible figure.
Okay. Is this, in fact, the #1 dark RPG on the Google Play Store, Raid Shadow Legends?
It's Raid Shadow Legends before Raid Shadow Legends. It's Raid Shadow Legends with a dev team that didn't pay all of it in the advertising budget.
Is it at least a somewhat nice design?
Honestly, it looks pretty nice. It's just the Summoner's War is not something you buy figures from.
Yeah, this just looks like a knockoff Mosi.
Well, let me actually show you what actual Summoners were. Because I just assumed everybody went a week through it. You'd be like, hee, character shiny.
Yeah, like when you initially download something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and then you immediately just stop it.
Some of the gameplay. They're trying to hide it from you. It's so shitty. I hear some.
This isn't an awful looking, like...
It's the same, like, game type as Raid or, like, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, etc.
Or like that shitty time travel Star Trek game.
I think the time travel Star Trek game might have had actual gameplay in it. I don't remember. And then, of course, there's the whole... Nobody has anything interesting, but there's a whole rune system that should be complicated, but there's just an efficient way to get around, so it doesn't really exist.
No, the rune system is give me money, and you can play the video game. I mean, are we not talking about the best mobile game? Pocket Mortys?
Pocket Mortys is fun, though, like, to be honest. You're at an inherent disadvantage, but whatever, like...
I mean, do you not want to have to play through Pocket Mortys to understand the new season?
Did people really not buy, like, Captain Marvel Nick Fury? Like, look at this man. Look at that drip.
You can't say that!
You can't stop me!
Okay. So, it's most likely...
Look at this. Like,
I'm looking at him. He's very upset at me that I'm not going to spend $4.31 on my Nick Fury doll.
free shipping, too. Like, come on.
What, from the decrepit underbelly of a GameStop?
The decrepit underbelly of an Amazon.
Same thing, at this point.
No, it's a Think Geek at this point. Actual GameStop is dead. They're just Think Geeks that sell consoles. Let's be honest here.
Honestly, like, in general, ThinkGeek kind of superior to GameStop. No lie.
They just weren't there long enough, and GameStop was like, aha, a defibrillator.
No. So basically, ThinkGeek used to be an exclusively online store with all this nerdy stuff. Because I checked them out a few times, and I picked up like my oldie book bag from them.
They made some like nice stuff.
Back in like the golden age of ThinkGeek, before they said, "Hey, it's the gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet from that movie, but a toaster." Gamers.
They're really just like gamer noun household item. Aha, Pikachu. What are we? Tongs. What?
I mean, again, an actual product. The USS Enterprise, chopsticks. The nacelles are chopsticks.
I remember the like StarCraft pylon like battery charger. That one at least made sense.
Yeah, that one was something where it could be like a nice little thing just sitting on your desk or something, or it could double.
It only charged phone batteries though, so you just have to carry like a StarCraft pylon. It wasn't at all usable. It was just a cool for the concept of it.
I mean, also they sold like all of those Wand Company Universal remotes for a while, like the Dr. Who Sonic Screwdriver, the Star Trek phaser and communicator. You want to know how I know this?
You bought some. Oh, yeah, here he goes. He's getting it.
The 10th Doctor, Wand Company, Universal remote, 1-to-1 scale with the real prop.
Is this actually on the real one?
That is what.
Black
That is
cap.
They went out and hunted down David Tennant. They dug that man out of whatever British TV show he was in and asked to scan his screwdriver.
The fun fact about David Tennant. Apparently David Tennant is like Irish.
Yeah,
but he has to fake a British accent. People always assume he's British, but it's fun.
Yeah, he's Scottish, I think.
You think I know the difference between these two things? I just know not America. I just know he's not the colonial man. That's all I understand.
He's the nice drinking one with the potatoes.
He has the potatoes. Makes noises, I'm afraid.
But yeah, just so you know, this is very discontinued. I know this because I accidentally dropped this in some water at one point and tried to find replacement parts, and I ended up having to put it in rice to have the water drain out, like
you
an
had
iPhone.
to hit it with the iPhone trick.
I did, and it worked, obviously. But guess the price on this.
Aftermarket or new?
New.
New, I would assume that's like a 120 kind of item.
Yeah, 120, 130, I think it was. because you really pay your money to get that to get that 1-to-1 David Tennant scan accuracy.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, you do.
Because as you can see, like the shitty Nalmok, if I had to pry it open.
Yeah. So are you ready for the 449 Funko Pop?
What is the 449 Funko Pop?
So it is a Star Wars Funko.
Okay.
Everyone's favorite character.
Okay, can I guess?
Yes.
Is it either Admiral Holdo or Kelly Marine Tran's character? I can't even remember her name. Rose Tico. There we go. Is it Rose Tico?
But which one of those two?
I'm gonna put more bet on Rose Tico because at least I think some people. Well, no.
They even add a little line on the name Rose to try to make it look shinier so you'd actually buy it.
That's the Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah, it's the episode 9 one. They really made 2 of these to sell them.
So you had the classic Rose Tico, which nobody bought, and then the Rose Tico that had about 38 seconds of breathing in episode 9, and then they made a Funko Pop of Hope.
I mean, next up you have, like, you just got Mr. Bean. No one knows who Mr. Bean is, honestly.
No, Mr. Bean is have you seen what they've done to Mr. Bean's YouTube channel?
No, what I'm saying is, it's not that they don't know him. They don't know him by name, you know? Like, if you had to think of who Mr. Bean was, you wouldn't know. But when you hear the words Mr. Bean, you understand, you know?
Speaking of Mr. Bean, also to let you guys know, eventually we will be throwing up patreon.com/crispygamers. And one of the bonus episodes will be us reviewing shitty YouTube rap. And one of them is a Mr. Bean rap battle.
Oh, I forgot about that. We even mentioned this when talking about it, and I still forgot about it. I erased those things from my memory.
I mean, again, to bring up something else, Fred from Scooby-Doo versus Astolfo.
It's apparently just Fred from Scooby-Doo versus a series of anime traps. There's no correlation.
No, it's because he likes traps. Have you not seen Mystery Incorporated? The classic show, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Well, not only do they characterize each character far more, they also have Fred and Daphne in a will-they-won't-they relationship. Well, Daphne is jealous of Fred doing traps so much. Allow me to rephrase that. She is jealous of Fred obsessing over traps to the point to where Fred has a trap magazine that is a parody of Playboy called Trap Boy that Daphne finds and chews him out over. And when they win the day at the end of the series, you know what's Fred's response? Aw, no more traps, guys! I can't make any more traps? Shit, man! I want to go back to having the world almost end with, like, ghouls and goblins.
I don't like this, and I just like the world where Shaggy doesn't know how to pay taxes. That's all the characterization they give you in the Scooby movie, and that's what I'm happy with. Shaggy doesn't pay his taxes. Scoob is the only one keeping the world together, and the rest of the cast is what you already know them as. They don't need characterization. They're just people. Accept it.
No.
Shaggy doesn't pay his taxes.
Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, like, characterizes each character very specifically and actually goes into, like, the family dynamics of each of the individual characters, and they ended an alternate universe of the Scooby-Doo universe that actually connects to the overall Scooby-Doo multiverse. Do you know about the...
Just show me the fucking Reddit thread for Funko Pops. We're done with this. We're done with this fucking episode.
No. We still have the weekly golf date.
Oh, God.
We are not done yet. We've got a solid half hour.
Fuck.
You are not escaping yet. So,
we're leaving the part of this podcast I have any control over. It's just suffering now.
Now, welcome to Flavor Town, boys and girls.
I'm gonna mention that. How is Guy Fieri doing? How many restaurants does Guy Fieri own? Let me actually...
You're just procrastinating now. You're attempting to save yourself. You cannot save yourself from Nathan Mazur. I mean, again, another episode that is available on the side is where I explained to him Garfield Eats, which, by the way, we need to do the part 2 to that. I didn't finish
I want you to guess how many stars Guy Fieri's taco joint has.
7.
It is out of 5. I want you to give me a number as close as you can with the 10th of decimal.
4.3.
Want me to play hot and cold with you?
No, just tell me. 4.3. Not the best. You know what? You gotta have people that don't like the Fieri. 4.3.
2.2.
How?
Guy Fieri's taco joint, Tex-Mex restaurants, temporarily closed. How many restaurants does that? He owns 3 in California. Licenses his name to restaurants in New York and Vegas. No host to various television. What Guy Fieri's taco joint? Where is this? Why was that the first result? Is this in like Dallas? Guy Fieri's taco joint, Texas Live. Whoa, no.
I moved the microphone so you stop hiding behind it and you hide back behind the microphone.
I just want to find the microphone. I need to assert dominance. Apparently, it's in Arlington. Guy Fieri's taco joint is in Arlington.
I mean,
we can make a trip to Guy Fieri's taco joint. How much is stuff? Like, could we reasonably eat at Guy Fieri's taco joint?
Are they closed because of Big Rona?
Well, yeah, obviously, but we're not gonna go here anytime soon.
Wait. Are you telling me they aren't fully open like Sad Hop? Another episode coming soon, the IHOP Chronicles.
Why aren't there any prices on these food dishes? There are no prices on any of this. Just word.
Do they not even have 75.20 calorie?
I don't. Stop. That's illegal.
But okay, we've waited long enough. Troy, am I the asshole for choosing Funko Pops over my wife? I know everyone's going to think that this is fake, but trust me when I say that this is an actual situation I'm going through. So, for some explanation, I have been collecting Funko Pops way before I even met my wife. Buying Funko Pops started off as a small interest, but quickly became a passion of mine. Since my first time buying a Funko Pop 6 years ago, I've stocked up thousands of these figures. So, now about my relationship with my wife. 2 years ago, I met my soon-to-be wife. From the very beginning of the relationship, she was well aware of my Funko Pop collection, and was well aware that at the time I was spending a few $100 monthly in order to keep expanding my collection. She was perfectly fine with this, by the way. In fact, she would buy Funko Pops for me for my birthday and for Christmas. However, about a week ago, we got into a huge fight over my spending of Funko Pops. I will admit these past few months I have been dropping about $500 monthly on Funko figures, but in my opinion, it was not financially tanking considering me and my wife have pretty decent jobs. I don't want to state that those jobs are all for privacy reasons. Anyways, she was telling me I needed to stop the Funko Pop collecting for a long time or at least cut down my Funko spending to 3 Funko Pops per month. In my opinion, that is so ridiculous, considering how limited I will be in my choice of Funko Pops. I tried to explain to her how I enjoy collecting these figures and how much it means to me. She then started yelling that we were going to be in debt because of the amount of money I was spending on Funko Pops. I stated to her that she was completely overreacting and there was no way we could possibly go in debt from this. After some more screaming, she locked herself in her room and had to sleep on the couch that night. I really did not feel bad at all, because I knew she was overreacting. When I woke up in the morning, she told me she was going to stay at her sister's house until we could sort things out. Honestly, just couldn't believe she was going so far with this. I tried my best to convince her to stay, but again, she kept stating that I needed to stop the Funko collecting for a long time. That isn't an option for me. Because, again, she is completely overreacting and it is in no way affecting us financially. A few days go by, and I get a call from her. She tells me that I need to choose. I either stop the Funko Pop collecting, or we're getting a divorce. I started telling her how ridiculous she was being because she obviously is being ridiculous. After 2 years, she's willing to throw away our marriage over my passion? She was pretty much sobbing at this point, and then I finally told her I'm not going to let her get in the way of my passion. I still haven't gotten the divorce papers, but I'm expecting them soon. So, am I the asshole for choosing Funko Pops over my wife? Again, I'm very passionate about them. I think it's ridiculous for someone to try to take that away from me when it is in no way, shape, or form hurting them. Troy?
Can I start with that? Instead of saying like, oh, my wife and I have been together, we got married 2 years ago, etc. It's been nice, and I've had this problem. It was, well, I have thousands of Funko Pops. Also, I have a wife. Unrelated. Just, the order in his mind wasn't, here's my wife, here's a hobby I like that you just like for some reason. This is whack. It's, here is my hobby, which is everything I have. And here is the woman that for some reason I had to be with. Damn it.
But, Troy, don't you think it's just awful that this woman is limiting him down to 3 Funko Pops?
It wasn't even like a budget amount. Like, if it was just like a budget amount, that'd be fine. But like 3 Funko Pops, if he's gonna go for like rare ones that are interesting, that's not even that limiting. Like that's a very reasonable response in most situations. How did the man spend $500 a month? He said per month, so he measured this consistently. This man spent at least $1,000. This man.
So, here's the thing though. If you stop and think about it, in order to have thousands of Funko Pops,
the storage required, just...
I have to ask you, how many shitty, low-quality, awful Funko Pops did this man just buy to say he bought them? Because if you have thousands of Funko Pops...
I swear he sits there and looks at the whole line and just buys the like $70 package that has all 5 of them and just one after the other, just whole sets.
Because think about it.
I swear he had to have bought all of the Fortnite Pops.
he has every Fortnite Pop. He has every Chase figure. He has you dancing in the middle of the yeah. He has that figure. He has the John Wick figure. He has the John Wick figure where he's like punching a small child for not spending V-Bucks. You know, he's got every single one. He's got dead Yamcha. He's got Glenn with his, ironically, Glenn from The Walking Dead's brain, like, split open. He's got that figure as well. But, again, only 3 Funko Pops.
I think this whole situation comes down to the fact that when he chose to present what he was saying, the most important part was not, I've been with my wife this long, it's been, I have this many pieces of plastic.
But they're his passion.
If your passion is pieces of plastic made to replicate other passions, you're a fucking boring piece of shit. If your passion is this thing and so I get the plastic to represent that thing in the physical realm, that's fine. If your passion is the actual plastic, regardless of the emotion or existence behind it, you're a boring piece of shit.
How many times do you think this man has walked into like Five Below or Dollar General, and just taken his arm and just taken the entire shelf of Funko Pops?
That's not, if you have that many of them, they'd be too repetitive. He couldn't. He'd be the kind of person that would scroll.
He never said he doesn't have repeats. So, that opens to the possibility. How many John Cena Funko Pops does he have?
Why would he buy them? Why would you... How did any woman find him attractive?
Think about it. If you have the amount of dollars to blow $500 a month on
No, it was
Funko
usually
Pops.
$100 or $200 a month, which, if you have low expenses, any, like, median income can get there. That's all you're spending it on. He went to $500 after he got into this stable marriage. He went to the $500 because he had woman money. He's not just spending his money on Funko Pops. She's angry because he's spending her money on Funko Pops.
But in his own words, this is financially stable. There is, and I quote, no way this could financially harm us.
$500 a month. At, like, average MSRP, that's like 40 pops a month. Then you have secondary expenses for, like, storage or whatever.
Is he buying the clear containers? Is he buying the clear containers for each Funko Pop? Is he buying the shitty plastic ones or, like, the hard plastic ones?
I don't like either solution. I don't... I don't like this. I don't like this guy.
But okay. What is your statement? Is he the asshole?
Fuck yes.
Okay, different question. Do you think this is a troll wanting up votes in Reddit, in internet points? Because think about it. We have a guy who explicitly states this is not a troll post. It's all in one big paragraph. He is very specific on the amount of dollars he spends on Funko Pops. He constantly reiterates how this is his passion. And he pleads to be taken seriously. But those could also fall in the other camp. Well, because he knows all these things, he would only know that if he actually had done it. So is this a troll?
I think it comes down to the wife saying that eventually this will lead to debt, and then him saying that it can't possibly. Because a troll would probably have those two line up.
The fact that they're two different mindsets makes it not?
Yeah. Because trolls, they're good at making a joke, they're not good at writing the scenario. Because the depth of the side characters is what determines whether it's trolling.
Explain.
So, like, because a troll, most clearly, is next to a satirist. A satirist, when they're making something, is taking the main idea, it's deconstructing what that main character is, putting them into something that's technically them, but hits all of their flaws, and all of the side characters are just destroyed to demonstrate those flaws. A satirist doesn't need side characters. A satirist just has the man they are destroying. And so a troll just has the joke they are destroying. The wife is irrelevant. The wife is literally Karen took the kids. The wife is meaningless.
Shit, Karen took the kids. I'm so sad.
The wife has an opinion here. The wife threatens to go to her sister. The wife isn't in the house. The troll wouldn't have to think that the wife has a sister. The troll would just go, oh, my wife wouldn't. I had to sleep on the couch. No, the wife left. Wife went somewhere else to escape Pop Man. The wife had human instinct.
Pop Man? So you're thinking this is a real man?
This feels genuine.
Okay.
I hate it, but I feel like it's possible.
What do you think he does to store them? Does he have a little storage unit? Or has he rented a 3-bedroom apartment and has the 2 guest bedrooms purely Funko Pops?
No. He has a corner of the living room, which is a series of shelving units, alphabetized, with his preferred Funko Pops all in the plastic containers. And then he has a storage unit, which is where he puts all of the other ones, which is indexed. Which don't need proper storage. They're not shelved, they're just covered, and it's in a climate-controlled one.
I think that's where we end the segment. That's where we want to end Funko Popped. Alright, so moving on to our next segment of the day, the weekly golf date. So, to set the scales, just in case anyone is not informed yet, there is in fact a restaurant in Toronto called Garfield Eatz. It's an absolute nightmare. It's ran by a man named Nathan Massery, who has the IQ of an actual peanut.
Enter engagement.
But let's go ahead and go over the weekly golf date. So, first of all, did you know, Troy, that 20th Century Fox is gifting the entire merchandise in thousands from the Garfield movie from 2004 to Garfield Eats? They told Nathan Massery he deserved it. And Garfield Eats is the
they still have it sitting around there because they can't bring themselves to toss it. But it won't sell at auction because nobody liked the Garfield movie from the 2000s. They just have it, and they found someone that would take it.
And it is the perfect new home. limited edition on the way. And then we have thank you Walt Disney and 20th Century Fox for the biggest at Garfield plush in the world. Only 7 in the world, and Garfield Eats now owns them all. Just shipped. Hashtag selfies with Garfield. Hashtag Canada. And, just so you know, this isn't your classic Garfield. This is shitty 2004, like, eyelids halfway down, like, all slumped over and depressed.
When it was like, biggest Garfield in the world, I thought, like, oh yeah, they bought a big one for merchandising to put locally. They bought 7 of them. 7. It's those. It's those. Oh god.
It's the ones with, like, the shitty almost mustache as well.
The body proportions are also just wrong. It's just this much torso. There's a little head that's been smushed, so it's just staring at you, constantly tired, but somehow aggressive.
Also, wouldn't you love when you walk up to the Garfield Eats restaurant when you're ready to be surprised, have fun, have something tasty and engaged? This is the first thing you see when you walk by.
I've already mentioned this. It's just another one of the plushes. He's just staring you in the soul.
No, he's looking at you from outside. He's going, "Hello, John. Do you want to eat my sauce? Would you like to have my potato tail? Do you need an orange coffee?"
The concept of a Garfuccino hurts me.
A orange bee Garfuccino. Moving on to the rest of our weekly golf day. So,
this almost hurts me enough to forget the raging gummy fish taste in the back of my throat.
let's see here.
It was nothing. It keeps affecting you the whole time.
It was nothing but cable sand. I just inhaled the cable sand. Why am I still drinking it? Moving on to the rest of the weekly golf day. New hashtag Garfield slices. Eating is Garfield's hashtag life. Now you can grab a piece of Garfield shaped hashtag pizza slice to go for just 99 cents only. We want everyone to enjoy our tractor emoji, farm 2 plate special recipe. Good hashtag food for humankind. Oh, and Garfield kind. Meow.
Now, the actual message is terrible. But 99-cent pizza slices? Honestly, that's not bad.
Do you not want... Are you sure you want avocado, broccoli, Garfield shaped orange sauce pizza for 99 cents?
I've bought USB cables for 99 cents from the dollar store. I think they're equal quality.
But...
It's 99 cents. You can buy an infinite amount of 99 cents. You can't, but it feels like you can.
Did they rip off the 99 cent store logo for their advertisement, though?
Why do they... They really put the words, "a slice of Garfield's face," in the ad. They make it clear that this is shaped like Garfield, and it's not for cute branding things, it's "eat a cheekbone, taste."
And it specifically is upon walk-in. So think about it, Troy. If this is walk-in only, and this is supposed to be a quick mobile restaurant, QML not QSL, that means that they're supposed to be made to order pizza. If they're selling singular slices, where are they getting these singular slices? Return pizzas. I will tell you here first, boys and girls. Garfield Eats is the new Chuck E. Cheese. They are reusing the pizza.
You can't just make these accusations. Also, there are too many... Like, when you say that at Chuck E. Cheese, there are a lot of Chuck E. Cheeses to affect. I don't think anybody would care about the Garfield-themed restaurant that sells coffee.
What? Are you not upset about how they have their new item, the Beyond Spaghetti Bolognese?
I don't care.
Fully
I don't care.
It is beyond meat.
I don't think you understand. Canada has a functional government, and Garfield Eats is almost enough to scare me out of Canada.
Did you not know about Nathan Mazuri angry protesting the mayor of Toronto to light up the towel orange for Garfield Eats?
Why am I here? Why did I sign up for this?
I mean, Troy, was it Golfachino with 100% Arabica beans from the foam and foamy milk when John Arbuckle drank dog cum? He's not even giving me anything now. He's just a brick wall.
I don't want to do this.
Is this how you feel, Troy? Is this how you feel? A sad, depressed homeless man?
This is a branded image. Why
a sad,
insupportable
homeless man.
That man doesn't even look homeless. He's got layers on. It looks like some actor they hired to look homeless for the publicity. It probably is, honestly.
I mean,
because the hair looks scraggly, but the beard is like maintained. That beard has no scraggle.
He's here to help not only humankind, but Garfield kind, Troy.
Where'd they get scraggly hair wig for that? Where do they sell homeless person wig? Is that just common? Did they have to take a wig and cut the shit out of it to make it homeless person wig?
They went to Party City. They went to a closed down Party City. Because of course they don't exist anymore. For reasons, because Corona. They went in there, they picked up one of those shitty, like, lime green, like, long hair wigs. They cut it. They took the John Arbuckle sauce. They then used the John Arbuckle sauce to dye the wig and make sure it was oily enough to be accurate. And then they stuck it on some random schmuck who was walking by and was like, hey, do you want $20 and 20% off a G coupon? Please pose in front of this brick wall and look sad.
It's not a G coupon, it's coupon.
It's a coupon.
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 But the thing is, if they went to the hassle of getting, I've been homeless for so long, I have long hair, like, wig, why didn't they bother with, like, a beard wig or, like, a fake one to add any layers? They're good-looking fake ones. They're going to go that far. Why didn't they do half the job?
Because that isn't engagement, Troy.
Show me the image again. Show me this homeless man. I want to judge the VFX of this homeless man.
One second, let me pull up the specific tweet this came from. So we can also read out the sauce. The Garfield sauce. Here it is. Garfield Eats for Humankind is an all-in-kind program where one of the causes Garfield Eats supports is youth homelessness. Partnership with @Youth Toronto, #Canada @Garfield Feeds, the #Youth Without Shelter, and #Toronto, one #lasagna at a time, #100,000 lasagnas.
Let's see here. Okay, so if we zoom in here, yeah. That beard, there's no disparity in any of this. It's not scraggly. It's even the it's all the same length. This man has consistently manicured the hair here. Actually, okay, they got the wind to hide the wig. You can see the actual wig is slightly lighter than the real model's hair. Oh, yeah. The real model's hair stays down. It's like a half wig that blows forward to make the effect.
It's a Hulk Hogan wig where, like, it's only on the bandana. Can we also talk about the amazing clip out of Garfield here they have that is halfway transparent in order to attempt to make it look like spray paint?
Oh, wait, you're right. You can see the edge of the Photoshop lines. The Photoshop lines disappear into the wig.
I mean, Troy, if you were given the task by one Nathan Masry to make an engaging image...
What? What's this? This is just another jacket on the ground.
That looks to be a suit jacket, almost.
I guess the idea was to make it look like it was a bedding for a homeless person, but it just failed, so you can see all the zippers. Everything about this image is just gone. What is this? Is that like a... Okay, I swear, they took this picture out back.
They did.
Because you can, that's the kind of lock that'd be on the back door to a restaurant.
To Garfield Eats. This is, in fact...
I swear to you, the dumpster is right here. They had this guy take the picture right here.
In fact, this man is the man who makes the Golfachinos at Garfield Eats. He was on his lunch break.
They didn't even give him any more hourly, did they? They were like, can you stay back for 10 minutes? We need a picture of a homeless man. It's like, I feel insulted. It's like, you feel happy to work here or you're fired.
Those are your options. Now go make me an orange bean golfpuccino.
Now go let this actual photographer we paid money blow a fan into your hair until it looks like this wig is real. God, they just contacted someone on Twitter to add the Photoshop Garfield graffiti, didn't they?
They got some random college kid who's running a not an Etsy, so a Fiverr, and they were like, okay, what we need from you.
He got a Fiverr graphic artist.
What we need from you is what we need from you is to take this amazing clip out of Garfield, this sad homeless man who's actually just Jerry the cook, and this message that says Garfield is with you always, love me, feed me, don't leave me, and put it all in one, and we're gonna pay you in a 30% off coupon. Please have it to us by sundown, because that's what Nathan Masby would say. And then
be a by sundown. He literally just traced the line of the actor, made a quick couple of sticker cutouts on the thing, changed the opacity, shoved it on the wall, put the clip arts they wanted in the corners, and that was it. It was a 10-minute job.
But
you know it was. Don't even lie to me. I could do this crap.
But you know what would be amazing as well is the fact that that if Nathan did this, he would then go on Twitter and flex about how he got natural homebrewed talent from Toronto to do this for Garfield Eats in order to help to show that this is in fact farm-to-table engaging QMO QSO.
That's, yeah, I think I'm done, yeah.
Let's see here. We've got ourselves, we are right over an hour in the bag. So, we also, is there anything else you would like to talk about?
We want some form of closing segment for this clusterfuck other than us just having a very small roadmap and then just talking in circles about bullshit.
Okay, so, is there anything you want to close out this initial episode of the bed edition of the Crispy Gamers podcast? Because the way this is going to end up working out is the initial plan was for me and Troy to move in together, to have this whole apartment space, to have it look nice. As you can tell, this is not that. So, because, of course, Corona go bull. But
a little more than Corona go burn. There's some other cogs in the wheel here.
There's also Sad Hop Goes Bull, and things of that nature. Which
Sad Hop does not go burr. Sad Hop just no. You're trying to close up a podcast. I'm trying to fucking leave. What am I doing? Why have I done this to myself?
But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be numbering these like 0.1, 0.2, because they're not technically episodes of the podcast, but they are. And we'll also be potentially putting out Discord episodes.
They're increasing trial runs.
Because the initial episode was, of course, a 1 a.m. me going off about Garfield Eats, and what did it take us like 30 minutes to explain the Garfield shaped meat pizza, like meat levels pizza, because you didn't understand how it could only come with orange juice as a drink. I
had questions about how they cut it. I had questions about the 7. No, it wasn't a 5. It was a 17.20 calorie.
Again, it used to be a bar graph. And you cut me off before I was able to show you people trying the food, or a whole lot of the old websites.
I wanted to escape.
Like you do right now?
Yes.
Well, I think that ends it for the for episode 0.1 of the Crispy Game.
I guess the easy finish off is thank y'all for watching. We'll make this whenever we do it again, because we don't have a schedule. That would make sense.
We technically could have a schedule.
Cease.
Can you only take this so often before you just want to die?
I'm working 4 days a week, and then I'm about to have classes again. You can't do this.
And you're also streaming.
You can't lock up another hour of my life.
Oh yeah, by the way, twitch.tv/Harvester11.
Twitch.tv/TronicsDon.
Go ahead and see us on Vale. not driving each other nuts, except when we all, which is a very wide possibility. But alright.
If you enjoyed me suffering for Gamer Sand, there should be more suffering for Gamer Sand on Saturdays at 11.
Nice.
That is how the gamer fuel up. Hopefully we'll have stuff that's not Gamer Sand soon. But they're still processing the focus order.
You have enough flavors of Gamer Sand to where you can reasonably do one each time. And then what you do is once you go through them all with water.
Because the key is I'm going to find a couple that I'll enjoy that I'll get as like tubs to have. And then I'll just keep buying these starter packs just to give y'all the options to torture me with.
No. What you do is you go through all the flavors one by one with the water. And then you do volume 2 with milk.
No.
Because I have legitimately heard this, that apparently Gamer Sand with milk is actually a good idea. I've heard it's good with the strawberry banana flavor. I've heard it's also good with the French vanilla coffee version. This has been the Crispy Gamers podcast. Have a good night.
Click the stop recording button.